Hey guys, welcome back to Mark the Point. Craps is the most exciting game in the casino, but only if you know how to play it right. This channel is about learning how to play the game of craps, understanding the bets, and using real betting strategies that make sense. We break down bankroll management, smart systems, and how to play the game longer. If this is what you're looking for, then you're in the right place. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. That way, when we release new videos, you're getting notified. Okay, guys, let's mark the point. All right, guys, what we have for you today is the perfect $1,000 crap strategy. Yes, so if you're going to the casino and you have $1,000, this could be the perfect way to stay in the game, have good bets, also play on both sides of the table, whether you're playing light side, dark side. It doesn't matter what kind of player you are. This kind of grabs both of them, and that way you can make money on both sides of the table. Let me show you what we're going to do here. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is get a point established. We're not going to play any pass lines. No, don't pass any of those. We're going to get a puck established. Let's call it on the 9. That's our first point. Once that point is established, we're going to tell the dealer we're going to give them $160. Now, you could say 162, depending on if you're a pre-vig or post-vig, if you have to give the dollar pay commission on the 4 and 10. Because you're going to see in the system, I'm going to be pulling bets down on the 4 and 10. I'm not going to actually pay the vig on my table, but you will have to pay a vig if you do play the bets, either post or on the hit, either way. So what we have here is 160 across. That's at $25 levels on everything. It's $30 on the 6 and 8 because of the cap. You have to have the cap on the 6 and 8. It's suggested. So what we're going to do is we're going to get two numbers. Let's pull our dice over here, and we're going to get two numbers. Let's just say the first number, it rolls a 6. If it rolls a 6, that's going to pay us as a $30 bet. It'll pay me $35. I'm going to put it right here on the side of my bank. It's going to go in my rack, but we're going to hold on to them bets for just a second. Now, let's just say another number rolls. Remember, any of these inside bets will pay you the same thing. They're going to pay you $35. The 4 and 10 will actually pay you $50. 25 will pay you $50. It pays you double odds or true odds because you're paying the vig up front. So, but let's just call it another inside bet. Let's call it a 5 or a 9. Hit the 5. Now, here's what I have here. I have $70 coming back to my rack. So I'm going to tell the dealer, say, dealer, please take me down. So he's going to pull all of my bets down. The next thing I'm going to do is put these bets in my rack, and I'm going to start going to the DC. By doing this, you've secured your original bankroll, which is $160. Now you're going to start playing a little bit of money with your profit at no risk whatsoever. Start playing with a DC or a don't come bet. Say, now what happens is the next roll of the dice, your don't come, you're going to start playing the dark side. Let's just call it on the 6. It'll travel to the back of the 6, okay? So now what happens is you want to roll a 7 prior to rolling a 6. It's the dark side, okay? That's the difference between the light side and dark side. These were place bets. This is now a don't come. Now, you can hedge this a little bit if you like and put a hard 6 there. That way it covers the $25. Or if they allow you to go lower bets, like a $1 bet, $2 bet, I would say $5 is probably a little bit more for a $25 bet that you'd want to do. A lot of tables only require $5 bets, but if you can go to a $2 or $3, that $3 will probably cover it the best way possible and not have to put extra money for the hard way. So that means if it does come a hard way, you would, a hard 6, you would lose your 6, but you would get paid for the hard way here, which is basically a wash. Now, we're going to do this for 3 shooters, or 3 rolls. So we're going to do that again. Let's say it sets another point. Let's just call it a 5. And then one last time, as you notice, we had $20 here. We are going to drop down $5 more to make it 25, a $25 bet, going back through the DC, only doing it 3 times. Let's just say at this point in time, let's call it, say, you know what, we got the 2 hits here. We got 2 DC bets. If this does not get set, the goal is to get 3 numbers set. But even if it doesn't, let's just say it does it, because remember, on the don't come, a 7 or 11, you're going to lose this bet. You would lose this bet. So let's just say the 7 came right now. If a 7 came right now, you're actually going to lose this bet, but you'll get paid here and here. So now you've taken that $75, that's your $70 that you had profit a while ago, and now you have it as $100 going back to your rack. So you made profit on you took advantage of a shorter roll. Let's just call it less than 6, less than 7 rolls. You've taken advantage of it, and now you've made profit going across, and you've used that profit and now you're going to the dark side and making more money out of it. So that's the kind of system that we're going to roll today. This is a perfect way to play a $1,000 crap strategy. If you have $1,000 to play with, there's no other way that you could think of that you can play both sides, not having your full $160 at risk. You are going to lose out on bigger rolls. I only suggest only going out for 3 don't comes, okay? If you do more than that, then you're going to start washing away more of your profit than you really want to. You want to secure your 160. You want to use your little bit of profit that you have for that shooter, and that's it, okay? You do not want to go into your bankroll for more money, because you want to be able to build up enough bankroll as you can to secure that 160 for 2 or 3 shooters, because we know down the road you're going to have a 0.7 out or a 1 hitting down. That's going to be inevitable. That's why you want to try to build that bankroll and not go out more than 2 or 3 at a time on the DC after you've gotten your 2 hits, to make sure you're securing that profit over and over. That way you can build that bankroll. Again, only risking $1,000 for this strategy, I think, is a very good way to play it. Let's roll this out. Let's see how we do and if we can make some money. Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and turn the puck off and let's get set for a point. And again, we are looking for a point to set. We are not going to place any bets. That's going to be the hard 4 until the point is set. This hard 4. Let's mark the point on the 4. Let's move that over. And we're going to drop down to the dealer. I started with $1,000. We're going to drop down $160. Remember, you will have to pay $2 VIG on some casinos on the east side, and maybe some cruises as well. So make sure you allow for that. So 160 across is our initial bet. And the point is 4. Looking for 2 hits. Can we get 2 hits? There's a 10, hard or easy 10, excuse me. That's going to pay me $50, okay? It'll pay me 50. Remember, I'm just going to kind of put it here to the side. That's going to be my my DC bets whenever we get going. And there's a 9, 5, 4. Perfect. We've gotten 2 hits. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's going to pay me $35. And I'm going to say, dealer, take me down. So it's going to take you all the way down. Okay, so this is your secured initial bet, right? Everything here, you're now in profit 100%. And so I'm going to start with a DC. So I'm going to put a DC bet here. And now we're going to hoping that we can get a couple of them set. 516, easy 6. So this is going to travel to the back of the 6. Now, if you want to go ahead and put a hedge for a hard way, you can. I'm not going to, because I feel like I don't like hedging everything. Now, if this was a larger bet, like a $100 bet, I probably feel more secure doing it. At a $25 bet, it kind of is what it is, right? So here we go. We'll go out there for another one. Again, looking for 3 DC bets. 4 to 6. Now, that's kind of aggravating, because here's the 6. Again, I do not want to roll this bet. So I pull this bet back. This does travel. And let's do it for one last roll. Again, only 3. Maximum of 3. That's 12. That's going to be a push here, so really no help to us. And another 6, 4, 2. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? It's not working out the best way so far, but that is okay, right? So right now, we're still in profit. Remember, this is our 160. We have a $25 bet, another $10 in our rack. So really, even so, right now, nothing is wrong with this, and that's the 617, okay? So that means we win this bet. So now we bring $50 profit back to our rack. That shooter is total $60 profit for that shooter, okay? So we're going to turn the puck off and get another bet set. This is the perfect way, guys. If you're going to play $1,000, playing both sides, regression your bets, then turn it to dark side, I can't think of a better way to use $1,000 in playing a crap strategy. Okay, here we go. That's going to be back on the 4. We're going to go back out there for $160 here across. Again, quarters on everything. Buy in the 4 and 10. And here we go. Let's see if we can get 2 hits. 516 is perfect. That's going to pay me $35. Again, I'm going to go ahead and just set this into the rack. And looking for one more hit. Now, we do not get the second hit. Now, I told you this is going to be the risk, right? You are going to have to get 2 hits. But again, you want to try to build as much of this bankroll as you can, so hopefully you're getting some of that bankroll back. So that way, when you do get a snipe, or in this case here, where they have a 1 rolling down, you do lose these bets. Let's turn the puck off. Now, you do have some money here already available, which is nice, because you did do a little bit of collection along the way. I'm not going to put that out there yet. I'm going to get a bet set first. Another 617. That's going to be a frontline winner. We are not playing the pass line. 4-3-7. Wow. What is going on with these dice? A 5-2-7. You have got to be kidding me. Is that 5 in a row? Aces. That's a dots in both places. Come on, shooter. Let's try something different here. Are these dice loaded? That's a 5-2. My gosh. Hard 10. 5-5. Hard 10. Okay, now maybe we got them all out the way. Okay, let's now see if we can get a couple of rolls here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use some of our profit that we had, right? Use some of our profit. That way you feel like you're not going totally out there with everything. And so now you still have $160. And the point is 10. Looking for 2 inside hits. We have a 5, the 4-1, easy 5, no field. That's going to pay me $35. Getting that 35 is going to go right back into my rack. Okay, just like that. Looking for one more. Come on, shooter. One more hit. We have a boxcars 12. Still no help. Looking for a box number across. 5-1-6. Another 6. Beautiful. Okay, that's going to pay me $35. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, dealer, take my bets down. So pull my bets down. It's okay. This regression is great, guys, especially when you're trying to bankroll build. There's nothing better than bankroll building, putting money back into your rack after you've gotten a few hits. Now we're going to go to the DC, or the don't come bet, okay? So let's go ahead and put the DC. A lot of times the dealers will say DC action. All right, so the DC will travel to the back of the 9. Okay, that's hit number 1. Let's do it again. Looking for 3 of these. Looking for 3 of them. And there's your 5-2-7. You know what? That doesn't help me a whole lot, because what's going to happen here is we're going to lose this bet. Because remember, 7-11, while it's not set yet, you'll lose it, but you'll get paid here. So this money here is just going to go back. Even so, you have money back into your rack just like that. Okay, let's turn the puck off. Let's do it again. Here we go. All right, it's going to be the hard 4. 4s and 10s. I love 4s and 10s as my points for sure. I would like to move this chip out of my way. This chip. Get out of my way. Get out of my screen. Okay, there we go. All right, the hard 4, and let's go ahead and set our bets down. Okay, remember 160 across, just like that. 162 would be the actual number if you have to pay a vig, and the point is 4. Looking for 2 numbers. We have a 5-1-6, another easy 6. Okay, perfect. 5-1. That's gonna pay me $35. Put this money back into the rack. And one more hit is a hard 6 this time. Wow, we have been smashing the 6 today. It's another 6. So here, these bets are that $35 can come back to my rack. The 160, say dealer, pull my bets down. That 160 is also coming back to my rack, and I feel like we've probably already made it up enough now for our PSO or our one hitting down, which is nice. So we're gonna start going to the DC now. It's a 9, so this travels to the back of the 9. Let's put it back here. And let's do one more bet, or 2 more bets. Down in there. Come on, shooter. A 4, hard 4, okay. So this is going to travel to the back of the 4. The puck is going to turn off. Now remember, these bets are always working, okay. So while they're technically not contract bets, because you can pull these bets down, even so, they are still working when the puck is off. So if you hit a 7, you'd get paid on these. If you hit a 4, you get lost, okay? Now, I could go to the don't pass and set my 3rd one, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little bit of grace period. I'm going to wait on that. Okay, it is a 1, 2, 3. It would have helped me if I had a don't pass out there, because a 3, I would have won that. But I'm just going to go continue at the DC once the new point is set. Okay, there's a 4. Okay, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to lose this bet. So this bet will come back, and I'm going to go for one last hit. I probably should have just left my my DC or don't pass whenever I started, but you know what? That's okay. 5-1-6, so another 6. So that's actually my 3rd one, because I lost one of them. So that's my 3rd one. I'm just going to leave it there and let it ride out from here, okay? 1, 2, 3, craps 3, no help to me. 4-1-5, again, looking for big red right now. Don't ever cheer for it, okay? When you're playing this right here, never cheer for the big red. Just take your winnings and go. 3-1-4, that's the puck. Let's turn it off. Remember, these bets are still working. Hard 10, smart to point on the 10. Come on, shooter. 5-1-6. Gosh, so where's all them 7s at now? So you're going to lose this bet. It's okay. Yo 11. And 3, 2, 5. Easy 5. 628. Again, looking for a 7 right now. You think you can roll one, but daggum, not doing too good right now, is it? 1, 2, 3, craps 3. And there is your 5 to 7. Perfect. Okay. So what's going to happen is, again, don't cheer for it, right? But you do win this piece of it. You win that $25. This comes back, and you still got some money back into your rack. Okay. We're going to try this for maybe one more shooter. Let's try it out. So this will be the last one. Let's get a point set. Yo 11, no help to me. Looking for a box number. It is going to be the no field 415. Smart to point on the 5, and let's drop down 162. So these all come back, and we are straightening these up just a little bit. That way it looks a little better for you. Okay, just like that. Here we go. 415, back on the 5, buckshot. That's going to pay me $35. So this 35 is going to go right back into my rack. The puck is off. Again, our bets are off. We're going to follow the puck. Boxcars 12, no help to me. We have a 9, 6, 3, okay, center field. So now we're looking for one more hit. Can we get it? We can. That is the hard 10. Perfect. That's going to pay me $50. That $50 go right here to the rack. We're going to pull these bets down. Okay, we are going to leave out one of them for the don't come. So basically, I'm going to put that there and put the rest of these bets back into my rack. And here we go. The puck is on the 9. And now we're looking for a couple hits to try to set our DCs. Okay, there's one. Let's set that here. Again, this is not going to make you thousands of dollars, but it will keep you in the game with a pretty good bet. Now, we are going to lose our 4, so that's going to come back. This will travel. This is going to be our last DC. So no matter what right now, we know that this is all we can win or all we can lose. Set a limit, right? 1, 2, 3. Now that's nice. So that's going to win on our DC, okay? This is going to win. That goes right back into the rack. Set a win-loss limit, whatever that is. And there's your 4, 3, 7. Okay, so again, what's going to happen is we'll lose this bet. We're going to win it here. So this is going to come back to the rack. Okay, let's see how we did, guys. Remember, we started with $1,000. Let's count it up and see how we ended. So let's go ahead and set all these over here. So that's 500. This is not quite 500. 5. That's 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 975. That is 1,000 there. So this is our initial bankroll of $1,000. So I'm just going to move it over here to the side. That is our initial bankroll. That means everything else here is profit. That should be $100 right here. So 25, 50, 75, 100, and $130. So $130 profit. And we actually got knocked off at least. We know we got knocked off one time. But was able to recover by just kind of grinding out the DC afterwards, getting a little bit of profit back into your rack. Was able to overcome it wasn't a PSO, but it was a one hitting down. But again, being able to kind of just manage your bankroll, $1,000 at risk, but you're only risking 160 for 2 rolls, pulling it back, then you go into the DC. Tell me in the comment sections, do you like this, guys? Is this something you could play at the craps table? I think it's a really good way of, if you're there for several days, to be able to manage your bankroll and not be able to lose everything. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really does help out the algorithm. And I appreciate it, guys. Until next time, mark the point, stay awesome.